Work pressures of the R404A more used. We are going to focus on the freezing application, which is most important application of the R404A. Let's talk about the temperature of -20 degrees Celsius, where we are going to have a pressure of a manometer close to 30 psi. 29.55 psi, 30 psi in the manometer for a temperature of -20 equivalent to -4 degrees. For a temperature of -15 degrees Celsius, close to 5 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pressure of increases because we are increasing the temperature. We need a pressure close to 38.5 psi. Instead, for a temperature of -10 degrees Celsius, and the pressure equivalent to 14 degrees. And the pressure would be around 48.8 psi manometric. And for -5 degrees Celsius, -5 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees, -5 degrees Celsius, the is already at 60.42, 60 psi. For higher temperatures, the R404A is usually not used because the performance is lower compared to gases. The R404A gas is a gas with extensive application in the field of freezing and refrigeration. For temperatures below -10 degrees Celsius. The R404A has as its main feature the fact of having a low discharge temperature. This means that the R404A enters the compressor, raises its pressure, but does not raise its so high. This is very good for the durability of the compressor, because by not having such high at the output, we will have less problems with the stability of the viscosity of the oil. It does not look perfect with the R404A. Its main enemy are ecological restrictions. Although it does not damage the ozone layer, it does have a very high global heating potential of. This is because the R404A has among its components the R125. The R125 also has a very high heating potential. In fact, the R404A is made up of the mixture of three gases. We have R143A at 52%, R134A at 4%, and the mentioned R125 at 44%. Therefore, the use of the R404A is practically prohibited. New equipment does not come out with the R404A, but there are still equipment with the R404A. We can say that the R404A refrigerant works especially with POE type oil. For domestic and small commercial applications, the most used oil viscosity is 22 and 32. 22 and 32 are the most used oil viscosities when working with R404A. The refrigeration capacity of the R404A, we can say on average, for a compressor of 1.5 HP for applications, which is the most important application, for 1.5 HP we will have a refrigeration close to 500 BTU per hour for 1.5 HP. The average oil quantity of a compressor that works with R404A for this power is close to 1.25. That is, about 230 to 250 cubic centimeters. We can also say that practically the applications with the R404A in small compressors, generalizing course, we will see it more, or it will be seen more because it is no longer being marketed in new. For compressors of 1.5 HP onwards. For 1.5 HP below, the use of the R134A was more frequent or is more frequent. As the R404A is in disuse, we will find problems for the replacement, for the purchase of new gas. Among the main gas substitutes of the R404A, we have the R448A, we have the R452A, we have the R407A and the R407F. Practically, the equipment that are making the gas change are focusing especially on the R448A and R449A. Why? Because it offers a global heating potential definitely very low compared to the R404A, that far below the potential that the R404A had. The R407A and the R407F are gas substitutes of the R404A, but they have the problem of having a global heating potential.